having more fun now than I've ever had doing it. So, you know, it's such an incredible thing to do. I mean, the filmmaking process is longer than any other movie. The places we get to visit are, you know, spectacular, and it's so I just, you know, I think on this movie I've just soaked it up much more, and I've kind of just tried to enjoy every second of it.
But with you I'm feeling something that made.
Yeah, it happens all the time, you know. You should do something else. You're playing hooky on another job. It's fine, you know, it happens all the time. You know, people always have opinions, and they're entitled to it, and that doesn't mean that, you know, it has anything to do with me. You know, it's too late now. In all seriousness, it takes, you know, acting is not any different from anything else. Yeah, you get a certain, what do you call it, like the same thing on the piano, you know, like a subtleness or suppleness or a versatility. You know how to employ the craft, but to get the idea, it takes 20, 30 years with everything. The Japanese know that. They know that even in making a little clay pot. Anybody can do that, but you could lift that onto a different level. And that process takes 20, 30 years. It actually takes a lifetime.
It's hard to speak for, I mean, to know exactly what I bring in the film, because I mean, it's hard to define exactly the you know, myself in a way. But I have to say that what I like about the character, Madeleine, the way she's written, I like the fact that she's an independent woman. She's strong. She knows how to protect herself, and she's not like just a, you know, cliché or a femme fatale. She doesn't have only her body to seduce. She has a brain, and I think it's what I found me as a person also attracting. So I like the fact that we show a certain kind of beauty that is different from what we were used to.
What I like about the femininity in the film is that there is an evolution from the past to the future, and Lucia, my character, represents a woman from the past because she comes from a world of mafia where men have the only power. She tries to escape, she doesn't know how, and even though she's older than Madeleine, in some way she's more immature, and she creates with Bond a relation that is about fight and passion, so a dangerous one, even though through this relation she's gonna get free. And Madeleine, she represents the future, the modernity, a woman that she's young but she knows what she wants. And I think it's beautiful to see an evolution that way.
And that was kind of the most important thing with me, because, you know, I knew that Hinks was going to be a henchman, but it's really important. If you'd asked me to be a henchman in any other film, I would have said no, not a chance in hell. And these were the type of roles that we turned down throughout the years because I didn't want to get typecast in that type of role. When I was called about, you know, possibility of, first of all, when I was called for the audition, I didn't know what the part was. I did an audition that was very dialogue heavy. And then when I talked to Sam Mendes and he told me what he was looking for, he told me about the nature of the character, I was excited about it. And I had only 2 questions. I asked him if the character was badass, and he said yes. I said, is he intelligent? Which is always terrifying for me to ask because I'm always afraid what the answer is going to be. I just never know, because I don't want to get typecast as a big dumb musclehead. And he said he's very intelligent, and I was like, I want this guy.
I think all I'm doing is taking what Ian Fleming created and going a little bit closer to the novels, to be honest with you. I think Bond became a static character at a certain point. He didn't really develop or change from story to story, from movie to movie. He just became the glue that stuck together beautiful women and beautiful locations. And I can only work on something through character. You know, that's my way in. I'm from the theatre. That's what interests me. And I detected and found in Casino Royale, the movie, a character that interested me for the first time in a while. It wasn't me, it was Martin Campbell who made that movie. It was a brilliant movie, and it's of course based on a Fleming novel. The first movie for a long time to be based on a Fleming novel. And there was a guy who was scary, he was dark. He's an anti-hero. He's not a hero. He's capable of bad things as well as good.
Yes.
You know, he drinks too much, he smokes too much, he sleeps with too many women. And suddenly I thought it was an interesting character. So all I've done really is take that character and push him a little further into the directions that Fleming hinted at in the books. And that is just what interests me.
And